What's up, y'all? Welcome back. It's been a minute since I made a video. It's been about a year. Don't judge me. Going through a lot of things, a lot of transformation. I feel like I say that a lot, but it's Scorpio energy, Scorpio rising. So, but anyway, so for this reading for today, I'm going to focus on the overall messages that is coming through from March. It's a lot of things happening in the sky during March. We just had Mercury go into Pisces on the 2nd. On Tuesday, the 7th, we have a full moon in Virgo at 16 degrees. Full moon is where the sun and the moon are opposite each other. So while the moon is in Virgo, the sun will be in Pisces. And then that same day, we also have Saturn going into Pisces. So that's going to be very interesting. With the full moon in Virgo, it's going to be focused on releasing a lot of things that's pertaining to our physical and mental health, but also that component of the emotional health because of the 16 degrees, which is a Cancer degree. So some people may be feeling it now. Certain things are coming up that have been suppressed or pushed to the back of their minds, or things that haven't really been addressed. They just been sitting there idling, waiting to be addressed. So be mindful of that. Then on the 16th, we have Venus coming home into Taurus. So that's going to be a lovely transit. After that, on the 19th, we have Mercury going into Aries. So it's like 3 things happening, or 3 days of things happening back to back. So the 19th, we have Mercury going to Aries. Then on the 20th, we have the spring equinox, which follows when the sun enters Aries. Now, technically, the spring equinox is the day where it's half day, half night, which is technically the 17th. That's when the day is literally half and half. But for the Northern Hemisphere, specifically the Western world, we follow when the sun enters into Aries as our spring equinox, or the first day of spring. So that would be on the 20th at 5:25 p.m. So you got children that is being born on March 20th. If they are born before 5:25, they are still a Pisces. If they're born 5:25 and after, they are Aries, 0 degrees. Then the following day, on the 21st, we have a new moon in Aries. So that's when the sun and the moon are sitting on top of each other, aka conjunct. And it's going to be at 0 degrees, which is like perfect for the first day of spring. Well, technically the second day of spring. It's all this new energy coming in. 0 is the cardinal energies. So Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. All this new beginnings, wanting to start something fresh, things of that energy and that nature. Then on the 23rd, we have Pluto going into Aquarius. Pluto has been in Capricorn for over 2 decades now, right? And then it's going to make its way into Aquarius on the 23rd around 8 o'clock in the morning. And then there's something also happening on the 25th. I can't remember what it is, but yeah, that's just the gist. There's a lot of things happening in March. It's going to be a lot of energies flying around, depending on where these energies are happening into your house. It could be easygoing, or it could be a struggle or a challenge for you. So make sure y'all check out y'all charts to get an idea of what sections of your life is going to be affected by all those different transits. So now to get into the reading of March for the collective. Y'all, my son, he likes to be on camera too, but I'll be a little iffy about that. So he's upstairs right now. But I was recording earlier and then I had to stop. And while I was recording, I heard feet and hands. So I literally just heard feet and hands. It could be some of y'all are doing more work with your hands or being on your feet more. So it's important that you like really tend to taking care of your hands and your feet, especially if you're a person that works a job that tends to use both of those things a lot. Detox. Detox, detox, detox. Physical detox and emotional detox. Detoxing physically looks like taking out things from your body. Maybe you are taking pills or you're drinking teas that has helped flush it out your system. What I also heard was blood and liver. So those are the two main components that you want to focus on as far as cleansing. Burdock root is a really good herb for cleansing both the blood and the liver. And then as far as emotional detox, taking away things that bring your emotional state super high or super low. It could be maybe a detox from social media because of all the anxiety of seeing so many things, right? Cutting off a person that doesn't really value you or makes you cry a lot or makes you angry a lot or makes you question yourself a lot. You want to go into starting that process now so that way when the spring equinox and the new moon happens, you're already dissipating that energy and you're not bringing it into the new astrological year. All right. Saturn going into Pisces and the full moon happening in Virgo in the same day, it's definitely going to spark some questions around or some thoughts and feelings around how boundaries are being set for you. How are you enforcing those boundaries? Who you have to enforce them on? How are you taking care of your physical health because it's tied to your mental health? How are you taking care of your mental health because it's tied to your physical health and how you feel? What are you eating? What are you consuming overall? You don't just have to be food, but it could be, conversations, movies, TV shows, things of that nature. And how does it impact the way that you view yourself? How does it impact your mental health? How does it impact your physical health? So we got the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands speak to spirit energy. Spirit of a warrior. Somebody who can really put up a fight. Who's not going to back down, especially when it comes to things that they love, things that they're passionate about. Nine is also about endings. In order for you to begin something, you have to end something. Something has to end, right? And so what I'm getting from the Nine of Wands is that this is going to be a month to where you decide that certain things ain't really worth fighting anymore. You're a fighter, right? But certain things is just depleting your energy and it's not really worth the fight because you're reflecting on what am I gaining after the fight is over? Is it really worth putting all this energy into it or continuing to put all this energy into it when it's not really giving me anything? It's a spiritual attunement. It's fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. These signs or these placements could be really feeling an energetic change this month. That's forcing them to reconsider what it looks like to fight. What does it mean to stand your ground? What things are worth fighting for versus not worth fighting for? Is it my spirit that I'm feeding versus my ego that I'm feeding when it comes to these fights and these works of passion, I should say, right? Justice card came out. Really going to be balancing or figuring out how to balance these different energies that's coming in through this month. Figuring out am I serving myself in the way that best serves my higher purpose? Am I serving myself in the best way that my spirit needs? Justice is all about balance, right? You see the scales. You see that she got cowrie shells. She's wearing cowrie shells, but there's 2 swords on the side of her. So it's a balance of feminine and masculine energy, right? It's a balance of doing versus surrendering. It's a balance of giving versus receiving. It's a balance of the conscious mind versus the subconscious mind. It's a balance of the ego versus the spirit. I don't care what anybody say. You need your ego. Your ego is your personality. Look up the etymology of it. Your ego is what protects you from certain things, but your spirit also is needed, or it affords the balance of the ego because you're operating from this dimension, but you're trying to get here. So you're also thinking about how you show up for yourself, and do people show up for you in the way that you show up for yourself? Are you requiring people to give to you the way you give to them? It's good. Bring out the energy of the 9 of Wands, being beat up, trying to protect yourself because you've given so much, right? And because of the type of person that you are, because you give so much, it's like, all right, you could take a couple hits, but now you're in this energy, or you're transitioning into this energy. Like, I took all these hits, but who is healing me, or who is helping me repair from it, right? Besides myself. So what else? Other messages we have. March. Gotta go like this. Yeah, you about to get busy. The Chariot. The Chariot is Cancer energy. All right, so I said that there's going to be a lot of emotions that are circulating through this month due to all the astrological transits that are happening. And so the Chariot is a message of you taking the reins and the control that is needed for you to move forward in the way that your spirit needs when this new astrological year starts. Cleaning out the cobwebs, tying up loose ends, letting go of people that you know that you needed to let go, regardless of how hard and emotional struggle it would be. Because not doing that will bring you out of balance. Not doing that will cause you to start or to re-enter the same karmic cycles that you are working to get out of at this time, or working to graduate from. When you do not do the work, or you try to ignore the work, this is when life starts coming at you a little bit harder, because it's like, wake the fuck up, right? What is you doing? You're operating strictly from your ego, and you're not even surrendering or listening to what we're trying to tell you. It's something better on the other side of you getting through this situation, but you have to go through the situation. You can't sit here and try to ignore it or change it, because you're not getting what you need from it. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? King of Wands. Big energy. Big fire spirit energy. Again, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius placements, this is really a heavy month for y'all. Y'all coming from this energy of feeling beaten up and going into this energy of I'm a king, I'm a boss, I got all this energy, I got all this sexual energy, I got all this creative power. You know what I'm saying? I can literally create and do whatever I want to do from my heart, right? From my spirit. I'm the driving force. I'm the one controlling the car. I'm the one that's spiritually inclined to what my spirit needs. I'm listening, I'm surrendering. Walking in my passions, and I'm doing it from a place of love versus from a place of rather than doing it from a place of like, oh, I gotta do this because if I don't, then da. Like, it's strictly I'm passionate about it, so I'm going to do it. All right, March is it starts off pretty tiring, but as the month goes on, there's going to be so many signs and so many opportunities for you to do what your soul is asking for you to do what your spirit is asking for you to do, so you could really feel alive, so you could really feel that energy of the spring. Like, y'all gonna be partnering with a lot of people, or people are going to be coming to you with a lot of opportunities. Now, that doesn't mean to take every single opportunity. Definitely use discernment, right? Use the discernment in order to figure out what's best for you, so that way you're remaining balanced. But understand that that creative power is thick as hell, and you could really shake some shit up, like for real. And 3 of these cards, the Nine of Wands, the Chariot, and the King of Wands, they all have staffs. And from my knowledge, a staff is a symbolism of commanding, right? Bring back that power that you have lost, or you're trying to figure out where it is. Command your energy. Command people's attention. Command what you know was your birthright. Command the fucking life that you want. Point blank, period. There's no like sugarcoating it or trying to be so eloquent with it. Like, command the fucking life that you want. Like, you're coming into a new season where a lot of things are being dismantled, so new things can be built, right? We got Saturn going into Pisces. We got Pluto going into Aquarius. We got the new moon, the full moon. It's all this energy to help. It's like a tower moment where all this is crumbling down, so you can build something better and new for yourself. This is where creative energy coming in. What you doing right now, as far as like, are you aligned to the things that you really want to do, or are you doing it because you in survival mode? If you had all your needs met, right? Your bills was paid, your house was covered, you got your car, that bill is paid, you got food in your crib, you got clothes. If all that was handled, what would you be doing? What would you be doing? Because whatever you come up with, that's what you should be doing regardless. Everybody got a story. Everybody got a situation. Some people got excuses. Some people make it happen. This is your time to choose which person you want to be, because the person that chooses to make it happen, they go into their next cycle. They graduating from their karmic cycle. The person who chooses not to, or who makes excuses, you'll be going through the same stuff again. Probably with a different person, maybe with the same person, but you'll be going through it again, and it'll be real familiar. Choose wisely. Choose wisely. See if I can get one more card for the month of March. see like somebody on an elevator going up. A lot of y'all are elevating, not in just like financial endeavors or career. I look at the elevator as a elevation of consciousness as well. You're being more conscious and more aware of the things that don't resonate with you and the things that do resonate with you. And when you are conscious and aware, you can make better decisions. It's not coming from a place of fear. It's not coming from a place of doubt. It's not coming from a place of worry. It's literally coming from a place of, I tapped in. I know this is what my spirit needs. I'm going to make it happen. Oh, 2 cards came out. Eight and Nine of Swords. In reverse. So that pain and that emotional turmoil that I told y'all about earlier, y'all letting that go. Like, it ain't no need for that energy no more. The mental turmoil that has been created in your mind due to the emotional chaos that you keep perpetuating by feeding into it, all that shit is dead. Like, dead. We're not doing that no more. The exhaustion that you feeling, dead, because you on some we not on that bag lady shit. We not taking no baggage into this new year. Like, for what? What is it doing for you? What is holding on to this emotional baggage doing for you? Besides creating you being up all night trying to figure out why your life is this way. Your life is this way because choices, baby. We got a choice. Right? These bandages, these blockages that you created in your mind, dispersing. Why? Because you finally decided that I'm not dealing with this shit no more. I don't have to deal with this shit. I'm just putting myself in a cycle that I don't need to be in. Because I got a choice. Don't get me wrong. Go through your emotions. Because once you go through your emotions rather than suppressing it, you literally are in the works of clearing it out. And if you ignore this shit now, you storing it in your body, and it creates these two upright, right? But they're reversed. So you reflected over the last year, astrological year. You figured out what's bringing you down. You figured out what's not feeding you. You figured out what's sucking from you, right? What's taken from you, what's leeching off of you. And now the only thing that you gotta do is cut the cord. Cut the cord. Cut the motherfucking cord. It's like, it ain't no need for that no more. We moving on. And you got 9 endings, right? You got 11, which is the spiritual ascension, right? And then you got 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9 is a step. You're taking the steps. Spiritual, abundance, wisdom, and then the ending. Spiritual ascension, which is the 7. The spiritual attunement, which brings you to the wisdom that you need in order to bring abundance. Abundance is not just money, right? Abundance is a large quantity of something, right? So a large quantity of wisdom, an infinite understanding of the cycles that you're going through. And now at 9, you reach the higher consciousness. You can close it out and start a cycle. Start a new cycle. So, yeah. Yeah. What else is other messages coming through? I feel like a green card is gonna come out. Focus on your heart chakra and your solar plexus. The heart chakra is all about, love and empathy. The solar plexus, it's all about willpower, courage, and feeling. So the green card was gonna come out, didn't come out. But we had success come out, sacral energy, caution, solar plexus energy, and mystery. And so your success is gonna come from two things. You're using discernment and taking a pause when it's necessary in order to discern the things that are coming to you, but also surrendering to not knowing how it may turn out. That's the beauty of the things that we go through in life, right? Baby, you gotta stop. That's the beauty of things. Going through the journey of life. It's not about the destination. It's about what you're doing while you're getting to that destination. The mystery of not knowing how everything is going to turn out is what brings the emotions up. Because if you knew how it was going to turn out, would you be as excited? Would you have as much joy? Would you have the same feelings that you had if you didn't know? Right? With mystery comes trust. Trusting that everything is going to work out in the way that it needs to work out. Some of y'all may run into some car problems as well. Make sure y'all get y'all car checked out. Get the diagnosis, get the tune-ups, get the wheel alignments, oil changes, and be careful who you going to if you go to people that work on the street. Be careful if you go to a business, especially if you are a woman, because they be trying to get over. But yes, baby. Success comes to those who do not stick to, or who can adapt. People who can surrender, and people who trust the path that they're on, regardless of the outcome. That's what success should be to everybody. I know everybody different. Everybody's idea of success is different, but for real, in this school of life, in this school of earth, when your spirit can be fulfilled, when you can say, fuck everything, I'm gonna be my authentic self, that's success, right? But everybody can't handle that. So it's very important that you be cautious about, or discerning about, who you share this energy with and who you're around when it comes to you going through these changes. People that you talk to about the changes that you're going through, which you elevating and going to the next level. People are going to see it and people are going to feel it. So you have to be cautious about who you let into your energy field, because there could be, what's the word I'm looking for? It can be dissonance. Is that the right word? It can be refractions. I don't know if that's the right word either, but these are the words that's coming to me. But basically, your energy field can be out of whack. If you're not careful about who you are letting in this space of you elevating and transforming into this higher level of being, depending on where your spirit is at. All right, what do we need to surrender? What does the collective need to surrender, or what do we need to surrender to? So you happy? You happy? Son saying that. I might as well say our altar, because he sit there as much as I do. He blew out our candle though. Surrender to miracles. Let me get one more. Surrender to miracles. I told y'all it's gonna be a magical month. At the bottom of the deck, surrender to unhealthy relationships. What I say earlier, ain't nothing cut that bitch off Sorry about that, y'all. I had to pause real quick. Get him together. All right. So the first card that came out was Surrender to Miracles. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. What did I say earlier? Let that fear and that doubt go. I can't make this shit up. You see it flew out. Like I said it earlier, it's just confirmation. Surrender to your intuition. Tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. I said that earlier too. Making sure that you are using discernment. Discernment is a component of your intuition because you are paying attention to how things make you feel. You're paying attention to the energy shifts that are happening. You're paying attention to the things that people are saying and what they're not saying, right? Your intuition is your inner compass. So when you are listening to that, you can discern better. And when you discern better, you can make better decisions. And when you make better decisions, miracles could happen. All right. Somebody will get pregnant this month. I just heard baby. Somebody's gonna get pregnant this month. It ain't me. It ain't me, baby. With self-care practices. Oh, you know what? Before I do the self-care, I like this deck. I have to read the book though, because this is like really, it's really deep. But it's an alchemy deck. The Wild Unknown Alchemy by Kim Kranz. It's a very cool deck. I like it. How can we alchemize? How can the collective alchemize this energy during the month of March? All this energy that's going on, how can we alchemize it? Here's something about keys. Somebody gonna lose their keys, their car keys. So when the alchemy deck, Neptune came out. And look at that. Another 9. 999. I was about to start singing something. Neptune, the planet of dreams, the planet of imagination, the planet of intoxication, the planet of visualization, the planet of the subconscious, the planet that rules Pisces, which is the season that we're in. Your subconscious mind is the key to whether you are going to graduate or not. How are you training your subconscious mind? What are you telling your subconscious mind? Are you doing your affirmations? Are you sitting down meditating? Neptune rules meditation. Are you sitting with yourself? Are you being still? Are you surrendering to your intuition? You can't surrender to your intuition if you're not being still. Right? You can't find a balance if you're not being still. You can't create the life that you want if you can't see it in your mind. If your subconscious can't be imprinted with that image. What are you seeing when you close your eyes? What are you telling yourself? What are you not telling? So, Neptune. Let's see what the booklet says. Divinity, mysticism, and seeking. Neptune is the mystic planet. Its transcendent energy projects towards the heavens. When the Neptune card appears, the seeker archetype is activated and doorways to new dimensions open. A voice whispers from beyond the earthly plane, perhaps calling you to a pilgrimage or new spiritual practice, or you may experience a meditative bliss beyond your wildest dreams. Divinity has arrived, whether you call it nirvana, samadhi, enlightenment, or just good old serenity. Amidst your spiritual awakening, remember that ultimately the work is not about you. The work is about what's bigger than you. Stay grounded in the reality, and you're likely to avoid Neptune's pitfalls of narcissism and escapism. History shows us examples of spirituality turn madness, so keep your woohoo tendencies in balance with the little selfless service. Go deeper. Pick up a spiritual text that you haven't read in a while. Reread it as if it's for the first time. What you need to ponder on is forgiveness as medicine. That is going to help you move forward, right? To release those emotional turmoils that turn into mental breaks. Recall the first moment you experienced Neptune's energy, perhaps a godlike encounter when you were young. There is a key in the memory. Write about it today. And then Neptune, Jupiter, and Pluto are said to be God's brothers reigning over the heavens, the earth, and the underworld, respectively. Which brother do you identify with the most?
No.
So, with this Neptune card coming out, it's very, very, very imperative that you tap into spirit. And the way you tap into spirit is tap into your intuition. The way you tap into your intuition is surrendering, right? Meditation, being still, like I said earlier, being very still. Very fitting for this Pisces season. It's very important that you be still, so that way when the Aries season come in, right, you was in the deep waters. Now it's time to go through the fire. All this energy is popping off. It's go time, going from feminine to masculine, right? So in this feminine energy that we're in right now, dive deep and figure out what it is that you need to do to align better. So that way when the Aries season come in, you got your strategy, you got your plan, and you won't go. Because that's what this King of Wands is saying. We on go, baby. We got passion projects to fulfill. We got energy to convert. We got situations to handle like bosses. The self-care practice is going to be most important for the collective. Let me get one more. We got pleasure and rest. But as I said earlier, when I see this mind energy, I'm like, it's a lot of sexual energy going on. Somebody getting pregnant. A lot of releasing. Spirit, can I get one more card for the collective? Yeah. Yep. So rest, pleasure, and a massage. It sounds like it'll go in this order. You're going to get a massage, and there's going to be pleasure, and then you're going to be resting. No, but on some real, it's really important that you, like I said, the full moon in Virgo is the physical health. So what are you doing to take care of your physical body? Because it plays a role into your mental health, right? How are you taking care of yourself? How are you taking care of your body? This shell that we in, even though we are spiritual beings having a human experience, you still have to take care of your shell because it's still attached at the end of the day. It still plays a role into how things play out in your life and what your spirit is going to do in order to react to certain things. So if you've been wanting to go to a spa, or you've been having like back pains or neck pains, find you a masseuse. And if you're in Philly, go to damn, it's right there on Frankfurt. I'm gonna put it in the caption below. Forgive me if you come across this video, sis, but shorty at the massage, at the business, the black-owned business that I went to, it's owned by two women. Man, I had this crazy back pain and this neck pain that was in there for like 2 months. She got that joint right out. I haven't had no pain since. So I'm gonna definitely link them below. Sexual energy is creative energy. That's the King of Wands, right? Sexual energy is creative energy. So discipline is attractive, right? You have people that can go out, find who they want to find, hump on who they want to hump on, right? You get to bust that nut. But it's something more king-like, if you will, for people to take their sexual desires and turn it into something that turn it into something that's like creative without having to go that route and just waste the energy, right? If you got a significant partner or significant other that, you know, you share that divine energy with, it's something different. But for my single folks, like, don't be wasting your creative power on people who ain't gonna help you create. You know what I'm saying? Creation is not just about creating children. It's creating ideas and plans and solutions to the things that are coming up for you. So taking care of yourself in that way is going to be really important. You also get downloads too when you are intentional about the pleasure that you are seeking from yourself. And then rest. Just as much as you work, it's the same amount of energy that you need to take to resting. Resting gives your body and your mind that the juice that it needs to recoup, so that way it's at its optimal health. If you're always on go and you never take a break, you could be burning yourself out. So be careful of burnouts this month as well. With all this energy going around, you're going to be feeling it being pulled from different directions, and it's really important that you like sit, meditate, get outside, put your feet in some grass. If you read books, whatever helps calm you down or get you leveled, be in that energy for the month of March, because there's going to be so many things that's pulling you in different directions. So that is the energy read for the month of March. I wish everyone well. I really hope that the ideas, the businesses, the jobs, the careers, the love, relationships, romance, whatever you tapping into, I hope that it comes to you abundantly. I hope you are prosperous. I hope you are well. I hope you are joyful. I hope you have happiness in all that you do. And I will see y'all next time.